Arian Foster missed 2 Texan playoff appearances. People forget about that because of those injuries. Basically had a Hall of Fame career shortened. Everybody knew what Arian meant to the Texans. I know that, but I'm not sure Texans fans quite understood Will Fuller's importance and what he meant to that Texans offense, Sean. I mean, that was huge.
Yeah, maybe not. At that point in time when Will Fuller was here, it almost felt like the cynicism was starting to set in. At that point in time, and Will Fuller's track record of injury as a Houston Texan is well documented and frustrated fans, on a week in and week out basis. But I think
he opened up that whole offense. When he got out there, it made the running backs have more room. You got more room underneath. I mean, I just think people sleep a little bit on the fact that this was a guy that, maybe if he stays healthy, he's a Pro Bowler because he could have 100-yard games at the drop of a hat. He was a touchdown scorer with those games. And that was the era when we had Deshaun too, towards the end of his era. And so he was huge.
Yeah, no, you're right. I think probably it's a case that a lot of fans and even media types don't pay enough attention to the value that he did have offensively. It's not talked about enough because everything that transpired. So in hindsight, maybe at the end of the day, it's really not that important, not that big a deal. Maybe if he does stay healthy, it's not enough to change like the trajectory of the franchise, so to speak, because everything still would have happened with Deshaun Watson. But, maybe Bill O'Brien doesn't go, Dr. Evil in the whole bit. I don't know, but it is something to think about. I have to admit, though, I totally forgot about the significance of Arian Foster's injuries as a Houston Texan. It just, in my mind, it was like, I thought the Texans had gotten everything they possibly could out of him. And then he went to, what was it, Miami, and, kind of flamed out or whatever. But you are right. I forgot about the 2 playoff appearances. I mean, that was just out of sight, out of mind.
You're listening to Houston Sports Talk.